Hi, I'm Koen, and today I'm going to review the entry of Australia at Eurovision 2023, Voyager, with the song Promise. Australia's entry kind of came out of nowhere this year. I remember that people on Twitter were like, wait, what are Australia's plans for Eurovision this year? At one point, because the national final Eurovision Australia Decides was not used to pick the Australian Eurovision representative this year. They went internal for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. On the 21st of February, the band Voyager was announced to represent Australia at the Eurovision Song Contest with their song Promise, which was also released that day together with a music video. Last year, they participated in the national final Eurovision Australia Decides with the song Dreamer and ended up on the second place just behind Sheldon Riley, who was chosen to represent Australia at the Eurovision Song Contest with the song Not the Same. I gotta say, I think Australia's entry this year is pretty alright. I don't listen to it too much, but I definitely do not skip it when it comes on. I think this entry is very different from the entries they've sent to Eurovision before, which I like, showing diversity. And I like the fact that the song sounds so heavy with those vocals and, the instrumentals. Like, it sounds like a really heavy song, but the lyrics are saying that everything is going to be alright. Especially in the bridge, when you hear that scream singing vocal singing alright, like, it sounds really dark, but the fact that they're singing that everything is going to be alright is really, light and positive. So I really like that contrast, because that's a sound that doesn't necessarily feel comforting, but the fact that the voice is singing alright, which is a comforting word, makes it sort of comforting, makes it have this interesting contrasting feeling, which I like. I feel like a lot of people are kind of writing off Australia as a country that doesn't really have a chance at doing well this year, but I disagree. I think Australia could be a dark horse this year. First of all, I think they've got a pretty good chance of qualifying. They're participating in the second semi-final, which is the weak one out of the two this year, which they're also closing, which I think is an interesting choice, which makes me feel like there could be something interesting going on there since they're closing the semi-final. Like, staging wise, I feel like something interesting could be happening. It's also an original entry. We don't really have an entry like this participating in this year's song contest. So I think the combination of their place in the running order, plus them having an original song, and them maybe having an interesting staging concept could make them qualify to the grand final. In the grand final, I'm not really that sure where I would place them. Maybe there I would put them on the right hand side of the scoreboard now, maybe on the top half of the right hand side of the scoreboard, but you never know with Australian stagings. They could have something special in the works. So to conclude, I think Australia's entry could be a dark horse this year. I don't see that many people talking about Promise, but I think it's an entry that's got a good chance at qualifying, to be honest. Looking at the semi-final they're in, the fact that they're a pretty outstanding entry compared to the others this year, and their place in the running order, them closing the semi-final. In the grand final, I would place them on the right hand side of the scoreboard for now though, but on the top half of the right hand side of the scoreboard. But you never know with Australian stagings. And that's about all for now. What do you think of Promise? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully until next time, bye.